you need to find what you love. I've always gone back to health and fitness.
Yeah.
But when you start making good money out of something, you obviously start to enjoy it a lot more, and it gives you a lot more freedom to help other people as well. We're going to sell a program for $1,600. I'm like, no one's buying a training program for $1,600, bro. He was like, yeah, they are. We're doing it already. I was like, so we're going to write you a script. You're going to get on a call, do a post about it, get some leads in. I didn't have a website, just a type form. Got them in. First month, bro, I did 92 grand. I remember when I had my Renault Clio, bro, I lived on my farm, and I used to sit lower in it like this. Gangster. I used to remember thinking, I was like, I was in a Lambo or something like that. So, and I remember these little things like that. And so when I get that, that's the personal thing for me. Yeah. Like, I fucking wanted that, I'm gonna get it, do you know what I mean?
This is podcast number 4. We had Dorian Yates on last time, so you've got literally some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, awesome. So how you doing, man? You're back in Marbella.
I'm good, bro. Yeah, I'm back. Been in Dubai for a month. It is nice to be back now. Summer has started.
Yeah.
You know, the weather is out. Rob Lipsett is complete.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
Life is good. And how was Dubai? What were you doing there?
Dubai's amazing. Just going over, seeing clients. You know how it is for networking over there, and training. The gyms are insane. So just mixing up environments, and then looking at places to actually buy, hopefully this summer.
Okay, sick. Apartments, penthouse. What are we talking?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a nice apartment, off plan, and then obviously good investment off the back of it as well.
Awesome. So we're jet setting in Dubai. We're looking at penthouse. We're looking at apartments. You got the R8 parked outside. You got the rollie on a wrist. Just tell the people, what do you do? Run us through it. And I want to know about your journey before what you're doing now. So how did it all begin?
Do you know what? I was actually thinking about this earlier on. I was just a bit of perception, I guess, like from where I've come from. Like I didn't really have anything until like 27, 28. I was still umming and ahhing, working out, trying to what I wanted to do and what direction. Obviously, as with yourself, it's always been fitness.
Yeah.
We always go back to fitness, but whether you're doing well in it is a totally different ballgame. You can look great, like you can look stage ready all year round, but it doesn't mean you're doing well financially.
Yes.
And I guess the last 2 years especially, with coaching and launching Elevate just over a year ago, my life has completely changed. And especially in the last year, built an agency, built an academy, just short of 200 clients in the agency, just short of 50 in the academy now. And it's a proper business now.
Yeah.
And it's actually like
big boy stuff.
Yeah. And like I can afford to do other stuff that like to make actual investments once, you know? But the first year, not last year, the year before, obviously we were doing high ticket and everything was exploding. Everything was going straight into my account. It wasn't a business then. We didn't have any staff. So that was probably the best bit.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of expenditure going out, but now there's a lot of overheads that we have to look after. But yeah, that's fast forward a lot of years, and the last 2 years have really been exciting, I guess.
Yeah. And so before you really dive deep into the agency, the fitness industry, you were on reality TV, right?
You know the answer. you know I was.
Give us the show. What was the show?
There's been a few, you know. All started, do you know what, like, again, I got scouted for X on the Beach, the very first one.
Yeah.
This is like 12 years ago.
This is the second X on the Beach guest I've had on. Joey D being the first one.
I was on that twice, actually.
2 X's, 2 beaches.
Yeah, 2 rounds of X's. That was awful. They actually told me it was called Summer of Love.
Okay.
And then
sounds a bit more.
Do you want to go into a villa with a load of girls? I was like, yeah, fucking go, obviously. And I arrived and I had 5 X's in there. There was 5, yeah. And that was awesome.
How does a man get 5 X's?
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm like, I only got 2 X's. What am I doing wrong here? Like, I need to get some more X's.
It was unpleasant experience. And for someone I'm so outgoing, right? Yeah. I was going to Marbella, this, that, and the other, but they put me into a house and attached a microphone to me, and I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And obviously your emotions are sky high. You've got Big Brother cameras in the corner. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
But done that, and then went on to the challenge in America. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's
crazy
a cool show.
I've done some really crazy shit. I've eaten probably the most disgusting things under the sun. I've jumped
Give us top most disgusting thing you've eaten.
a fish guts shake, that was horrible. Eyeballs,
Liver King.
a pig's Liver King, getting his gains in.
Yeah,
That's all I was thinking. Is like protein.
Fish good king.
Pig snout, chicken feet. Oh, like
Sounds pretty healthy. Like,
yeah,
keto.
ostrich balls.
Oh, nice. Got a lot of Michael Hearn testicles.
And I wasn't allowed any water through the whole thing. You're not allowed any water. You can have it afterwards. And then straight afterwards, they sent me on a 5K run, which was hilarious because everyone was throwing up while they were running because you just need to get to your destination. But yeah, that's a crazy show, honestly. Done some crazy stuff. And then some other really bad ones, but like life on Marbs.
Yeah. No, you were not on that.
I was on
I
that.
did not know that. What was that one? It was even about?
It was like a towy flop.
Yeah.
Was like,
I think that was it.
It was shit.
I knew you were on the
Do you
challenge.
know what? Like I can't knock any of this, bro, because it gave me a profile. It opened doors. It got me to where I am today. Might have had a few like different
detours.
A couple of detours. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But here I am. What it is sometimes now, I think I've kind of outgrown that part of my life now. But when I was trying to take serious fitness seriously, people were like, dude, you're just that guy at X on the beach.
Yeah.
You're Joseph X on the beach, aren't you? I'm like, fuck mate, I look like Shirley off EastEnders then, bro. I look like a lesbian, and people are still like, I recognise you from somewhere. No, you don't. No,
It's Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so one of the points that I actually wanted to bring up today was you've done an amazing job at rebranding yourself. You really have. You know,
No
you
choice.
did. Yeah. No, but I'm serious. You did the reality TV show, and then a lot of people, so many guys, girls, they get caught up in, I call it the teeth whitening skinny tea world. You know, they just go into promoting anything and there's no long-term career out of that, really. It's not that serious. But you went and you started this agency. You started like really posting like some hardcore stuff, all the fitness stuff, and some legit advice. So what advice would you give to someone who does want to rebrand themselves and, you know, take themselves a little bit more seriously?
Do you know what it is? Especially when people have a lot of followers, it's very easy to get brand deals.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of money through it. And it's posts here and there, shoots here and there. I did it for a long time, but I think you only realize when you get older, you don't own any of that.
Yeah.
You're always working for someone else. And you really need to take a step back. And if you want to start your own stuff, you're going to have to go through a certain period of time where you actually won't earn much money at all.
Yeah.
But if you're still posting for other brands, you're diluting your focus as well. So for people to rebrand themselves, you need to find what you love. I've always gone back to health and fitness.
Yeah.
But when you start making good money out of something, you obviously start to enjoy it a lot more, and it gives you a lot more freedom to help other people as well. To rebrand yourself, you've got to step back from the distractions of the world. There's so many easy ways to make a quick buck here and there on Instagram, but if you want to create longevity, passive income, and an exit strategy, you've got to come up with something you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's perfect.
If you don't want to do it for the rest of your life, don't do it for a day.
Yeah, that's so true. I think integrity and zooming out and having that long-term vision is just so important. And so run us through. Elevate Agency is the name of the agency. You've blown it up in the last year or two. Like, I've seen the numbers, you know, behind the business, crazy growth. So happy for you as well. Explain what the agency does. I've worked with it myself, by the way. Yeah, just made me hella cash.
I need to speak to you about that afterwards.
Yeah. Just got us the villa.
So I guess like the first year kind of started off with a high ticket. And like I said, I love to coach. Do you know what it is? I'll go back to the beginning. I had my own fitness platform with Microactive, of course. And that was I was comfortable, got to like 25k a month, and I was like, yeah, it's good. And I remember Jamie having the conversation with me. He was like, bro, we're going to do some high ticket. I was like, what is that? He's like, we're going to sell a program for $1,600. I'm like, no one's buying a training program for $1,600, bro. He was like, yeah, they are. Like, we're doing it already. I was like, so we're going to write you a script. You're going to get on a call, do a post about it, get some leads in. I didn't have a website, just a type form.
Yeah.
got them in. First month, bro, I did 92 grand. Just off that. And then because I fell in love with the process and the results were so good because these people are financially, emotionally invested, I just started to really fall in love with what I was doing. So it got to the point after a year of us doing that we actually want to help coaches to get into our situation and start earning more money, because I see so many people who are overqualified on the gym floor, working endless hours and not getting paid what they deserve and not helping as many people as they can.
Yeah.
So that's the point where we came up with the agency. And because we were doing so well on high ticket, Macroactive approached us and we went into partnership with them.
Yeah.
So now we offer a totally high and low system. So you can approach any type of client, whether it's a CEO or a student, and you have a price plan and a package for them. Yeah. It's based on what they can afford and what their goal is. And now we help coaches scale their businesses depending on what they essentially what they want to do.
Yeah.
But that obviously goes down a full consultation at that point. But yeah, slowly but surely growing the agency. It's going from success to success, and like I'm in love with what I do and helping people. You know.
Yeah.
What I love even more is proving people wrong.
Yeah.
Like Jamie proved me wrong. You know, like
in what way?
Like you can't earn that money.
Yeah.
You can't do that high ticket. Like. Even on low ticket, like we had someone launch the other day and she did 22 grand within the first like 10 days. And it's all about, again, taking a step back, usually putting your ego to a side, doing the things consistently on a daily basis to get the long-term results. Yeah. And that's what we want to try and teach these people. But a lot of people on Instagram with big followings have an ego, and they also think they know better when they don't. And this is what we try and do on a daily basis. The outreach we do to the amount of coaches we do on Instagram is phenomenal. But the amount of replies we get back thinking people they know better and they don't want to have a 10-minute call that could possibly change their life. Yeah. Possibly couldn't. That's fine. Yeah. If it can't, it can't. Good for you. But you could have a call that could change your life, you know?
Yeah.
It was like the conversation I had with Jamie. He opened my mind up to what can be done in the coaching space.
Yeah, I think being optimistic and open-minded can just unlock so many doors for you. And so what I'm very interested in, and you said it there, and I've seen it on your stories, there's some trainers with extremely small followings in relative terms, and they're doing killer numbers, okay? They've got that super engaged audience. What do you think builds that really engaged audience? Because, a lot of people listen to this won't have 1 million followers, but it's awesome to hear that, you can still make a killer business with a small following. So what do you see that's common among all these trainers that have huge launches, but, not 1 million followers?
Their focus isn't diluted. So a lot of people, again, the people we take on sometimes with 1 million plus followers or 500,000, they do have the opportunities to do brand deals and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Whereas the smaller people with smaller followings who are genuine coaches, that's their fucking job.
Yeah.
So they go balls to the wall. We had this guy called Danny Hayes. He was homeless a month before he started with us, right? He got a loan from his friend to start with us, and he did 10 grand within his first four weeks. 10 grand. Bro. But with the smaller following, you've got to realize that you need to do high ticket, because it doesn't matter. If you're doing outreach 30 to 40 people per day, you're going to get some conversations every single day. You get one sale, it's $1,000, whether it's on like monthly installments or not. If you've got larger followings, yes, you can do the low ticket volume, or you can combine the two and do both, but it's really finding out what works for what clientele. But yeah, the answer to your question there is the people with lower followings just fucking care more.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that people with big followings don't care, but
they often don't. They get diluted. You're right. Yeah. Let's say it how it is. There's a few coaches I know in particular, and they've got 10, 12, 13,000 audience, but that audience really trusts them. There's a real trust and authority. I love those two words. And that's one thing I've spotted that's really common. So that's very interesting to know. And so in terms of I only kind of even learned about the words high ticket, low ticket, and, the app world and everything just in the last couple of years. What do you think is the next trend in the fitness space? Because I think the apps went crazy in 2020, 2021. They're still obviously going off. I think high ticket got more popular in recent years. What do you see coming next?
It's got to be something that's like with the metaverse, like
Yeah.
something that I don't probably even understand yet, like the really big brands who do so well, like the Pelotons of this world, the Sweats, like these big companies, it's all based around community and interaction within the community. So I'm guessing if you can convert that into some sort of virtual space as well, like, but like I just can't get my head around of wearing a headset or, all that.
Yeah, I've got like wireless mics. Like I can't even set it. It sounds amazing. Like I can't even set it up.
For example, in 10 years' time, people will be like, do you want to do a podcast? You're at home, I'm at home, we've got a headset on, we're not even near each other.
Bro,
could be something like that,
It's going to be in the metaverse. And even like with ChatGPT, have you been on that much?
Yeah.
Have you been playing around with that?
Yeah, so it's unbelievable. We teach our coaches to use it to just like optimize information,
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. Like I can't wait to have Neuralink and just put it in my brain and download ChatGPT onto Neuralink.
Would you do that? Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know Elon Musk has said like he's already created that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll drill that
like,
shit straight into my head.
So it comes down. Oh no, I've seen something you can get just a contact lens, and so it comes up like a dashboard,
Like Black Mirror.
Yeah. So like, and then that kind of pissed me off as well.
Why?
I've already got ADD. You've got ADHD.
Yeah, I got them all. I got the lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, Linda, there's more screens than usual today.
Do you know what I mean? Like notifications coming in. Like, it's going to be the future. Something like that's going to happen.
Yeah. ChatGPT has surprised me. And like now they've got all these other like, it's like the ChatGPT of graphic design. Remember everyone had those cartoon muscle pictures on Instagram as well. I'm like, now I've still yet to figure out how to do it properly, but I see like YouTubers, they like just type into, whatever it's called, Midjourney is one of them. And it's like, design me a custom viral YouTube thumbnail. And it'll actually make one like that. It's absolutely nuts. So I think something like that is going to happen in fitness.
People, yeah, of course. But what people are doing, they're getting intimidated by this shit.
Yeah.
You need to learn. The world is always going to evolve. You can get left behind or you can go with it.
Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff doesn't work without your creativity. You have to ask it something to do something, right?
Yeah.
Unless obviously AI comes in and they make robots and they start thinking of their own thoughts. That's dangerous.
I love the quote. It's like all the farmers freaked out when they saw the tractor arrive onto the scene.
Oh, yeah.
They said, we're going to lose our jobs. And then the smart farmers, they hopped on the tractor. They said, hey, I'm going to use this. And that's it. AI, ChatGPT, it's just a tractor, It's just get on the tractor, baby. We're going to Neuralink town. Hop in, bitches.
Exactly.
But so to go back to the agency, you've grown it massively in the last year or two. What challenges have you faced in scaling it? Give us some difficult moments and how did you overcome them?
So scaling the business is obviously like anything. If you want, when you start something, you want to get sales in. You get sales in and you get motivation within that as well. But when you get to a certain level of people, you've got a lot of fulfillment. And that's when it really starts to like settle in as a business. You need to make sure all these people are performing the way we performed. That's why we started this, right? Because we want to coach people. So holding people accountable that sometimes don't want to turn up to meetings and then start moaning about things that they're not getting the results they want. I was like, bro, you've missed 5 meetings this week. How can you expect to get the results, When we've got people with 1,000 followers turning up to everything every single day and they're smashing it.
Yeah.
So that's I guess like management of clients, and I get everyone has lives, but if you
Lewis on a bender,
Lewis on a bender, yeah, dude, he goes out for a shandy and you won't speak to him for 4 days. Yeah, Owen's not any better. He just put in a group chat this morning a picture of his face. He looks so bad.
We need to do a group podcast one day.
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. Was it in Ibiza?
Yeah. What's your travel plans for summer? Actually, you got Ibiza booked.
So here for the rest of this month.
Yeah.
Me and Jamie have booked a villa in Portugal.
Yeah.
Stay out of the way, break summer up, get our heads down, graft, and then June, July, probably go to the UK for a little bit, and then go to Ibiza, come back to here for a month, and then get into Dubai, I think, at the end of the year. But I need to go over to Dubai in summer to look at villas.
Okay.
Not villas, sorry, apartments.
Why
It's gonna be
not?
so hot, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what month are you going in? I have to go.
I think I'll go July. Start before I go to Ibiza.
I'm like, how do flights even land in July? Like, does the metal not burn up?
Oh,
like,
bro.
It's absolutely wild.
I Googled it last night. It's like 45 degrees.
That's absolutely nuts.
Disgusting.
And you got a high rocks competition coming up as well.
Yeah. So obviously you know Joe.
Yes, yeah.
I love to keep fit as well as lift.
Yeah.
I just signed up to the wrong thing. This is like.
Wait, what is high rocks?
You've got 8 exercises. The exercises go from like 100 wall balls, 1,000-meter ski erg, farmer's carry, sled pull with heavy weights, right? So 8 of them. In between those 8 exercises is 1,000-meter run, so 1K. You have to do this as fast as you can in one sitting. I did it yesterday, and we got under an hour, but it's just disgusting.
An hour, so the workouts, you're like doing pretty much cardio for an hour, like.
Yeah, because the lifting I was doing easy, and Joe probably weighs like 20, 30 kilo less than me.
Yeah.
What's annoying is like I've put on 3 kilos since I've been like come back from Dubai, and I went on scales today. I've put another kilo on. I'm like, bro,
how?
All I'm doing is cardio.
What the fuck? I'm literally dropping weight like crazy.
You look great.
I actually feel all right. You know, it's because I've cut out, drinking, partying, all that, and I'm just like fully dedicated at the moment. And so I find that when I cut out like going out on the weekends or alcohol, I have like thousands of calories from drinking whiskey sours. I have thousands of calories that make me feel bad. I now put those thousands of calories towards foods that make me feel good. So it actually isn't that hard. Like, I think drink is like, you love a beer. But I think when you actually just like zone in, you focus, you cut out alcohol, you get your sleep in, things get a lot easier. It's hard to balance everything. But I think like when you just hone in on one thing, it's not that hard. Do
you know what? It's not even. I do love beer, but it's also like I love being around a table with your mates.
Yeah.
When you have a drink, like because I'm on my phone all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I can actually turn off.
Yeah.
That sounds so bad, but this weekend I've not drunk, I've not gone out. I always go back to my phone to what work I can do just to be more productive.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to turn off. Like, do you not find that?
Yeah, no, my screen time is embarrassing. Like, it's terrible. And so what do you do to turn off as an entrepreneur?
Jerk off.
Yeah, no fap, no pornography on this channel. You commented that on my last post.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah,
to turn off, bro, I need to get away from my laptop or my phone. So it sounds bad working out, but like again, when I'm working out, I'm not resting.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at resting. It gets to the point where like I'm waking up in the night because I can't rest or I've got something on my mind. I actually generally need to probably get drunk to like distract myself. It's bad.
Yeah.
But Jamie's the same. I don't really ever turn off.
Yeah.
Which is the truth.
So, and you're pretty, as you just said, you're pretty much full-time on the go. Do you ever deal with a lot of stress and anxiety as an entrepreneur?
I've never really been big for anxiety. I've not really had it until I got back from Ibiza last year.
That's hangxiety.
Hangxiety.
Yeah.
Rogan O'Connor, I'll blame for that. You spend 4 days with Rogan, you'll get it.
Yeah.
I don't really get anxiety. But the stresses are not even so much my own. It's the stresses for other people. I want other people to be performing on certain levels that they could be, but they're not because they're not doing certain things. But then again, I need to hold them accountable. And if they don't listen, that stresses me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's part and parcel of running a business, I guess. It's
kind of like...
It's the uncontrollables. That's what it is.
Okay.
You can tell people to do certain things, but if they're not doing it, it stresses me out because if they're not performing, I'm worried about the reputation of the brand. And then if they go to their friend, oh, no, it's not doing that well. Why is it not doing that well? Are you doing everything you can? No. So that would stress me out in my head. So scenarios are making up in my head.
Yeah.
Stress me out.
That's how it is, yeah,
You know?
for sure. And so, as you're scaling this business, what are you kind of like trying to pinpoint? What like challenges do you see coming up in the near future? Like, what do you think that in order to take your business to the next level, what do you think you need to do?
Very good question. Yeah. Do you know what it is? Because me and Jamie always say it's like we're winging it.
Yeah.
You wing it because, like, I think when you start any business, you don't know what's ahead of you because you're still trying to work out how to be the best right now. So I guess to get to the next level would be to get to like 500 members, and then obviously improve the tech or possibly even build our own tech.
Yeah.
That
would be so tough.
But yeah, but that's like. Yeah, it would be tough. But that's what I think, like, to make it even better, add more features into the platform that we don't have right now. And obviously looking at the other competitions, what they're doing compared to us, why they're better than us in certain areas,
Yeah.
But we are trying to make this platform the best for coaches to use because, like, you speak to your playbooks. I'm gonna slag them off.
Yeah. You did a story.
Yeah, bro. Like they charge £10, $10 for a plan. First off, that makes you devalues your brand so much. Secondly, they own the data. So you do a post, you're doing a program for $10. Of course, a lot of people are going to sign up. You don't own any of that data, so you don't even own your own business with them as well. Yeah. And then also, if someone goes onto that platform, they can go to any other coach. So they're not even using your platforms. They could go onto yours and then go onto like Joe Blogs, whatever his name is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that frustrates me as well.
You had a story up recently. It was that about spill the tea.
Which one?
You was one. You're like when the competition copies you or something. And then the next one was you like drinking champagne or something. I think you had a few when you posted it.
Oh shit! No, what was that about?
You were in Dubai.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what they copied me for though. I remember that. I'd have to look back on my stories, yeah. But whatever. I mean, it's a compliment, isn't it? If someone copies you. But yeah, that's frustration for me because obviously I'm not saying we're the best. I just know we fucking work. And then when I see another coach go with other people, that kind of frustrates me because I know we could do them a better job. But
yeah. And do you have to? What's your marketing like as a company? Like, how would you market yourself to? Like, let's say you want to hit those 500 clients. Like, how would you find those clients? Like, is it DMs? Is it word of mouth?
Yeah. So it purely comes down to the consistency of the outreach with the guys in the company. We aim to do between 3,000 and 4,000 outreach per month per coaches to get into conversations to see if we can help them, whether it's in the academy, high ticket, low ticket, or whatnot. And then I guess it goes down to the quality of the conversations. It all depends on small things, the openers of a conversation. Are you actually like paying attention to the coach before you message them? Because when we start, like, we might have been lazy and go, "Hey, bro, you a coach?" It says online coach in his bio.
Yeah.
Being genuine, because we actually generally want to help. Although the outreach is a lot and it kind of is like very boring to do sometimes, but like when you get a client on, we generally really want to help you.
Yeah, I think building relationships is probably the most important thing. Like, let's say even a brand comes into my email. It's so funny. Sometimes they have like Joe Delaney or like Mike Thurston's name. They're like, "Hey, Mike." Yeah, they just copy and pasted the same email to me. And I'm like, at least change the name at the top, guys. Like, but then when you build a genuine relationship, but you can't make it too obvious. It's like I get stuff and they're like, "Hey, Rob, I loved your last YouTube video on 5 tips to lose fat." I'm like, you just copy and pasted the title into the email. So I think building genuine relationships is probably the best way to get clients.
That's what AI will be really good at.
Yeah.
Imagine like a personalized video message. This is what Hormozy's doing, isn't he? Like, so when you go onto his, I think it might be a ClickFunnels or something.
Yeah.
And it's him, he's there, but they've edited his mouth, so he's just speaking.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like whatever lesson he needs to give throughout the funnel, he's just speaking. He's kind of like staying still, moving a little bit like this, but the mouth, he's pre-recorded or the AI does it.
No
It's
way.
fucking wild, bro. So imagine that, like doing newsletters or email flows. It's not just text. It's you popping up going, yes, so-and-so, da-da-da-da-da. I can help you in this way. That would be crazy.
That's going to be insane. And like, imagine like people are going to start using celebrities. Like, have you seen those Tom Cruise deep fake videos? It's Tom Cruise, and I can't tell the difference. Like, people are just going to start making them up. Like I'm going to be Tom Cruise, and it's going to be like, so I'm on Rob Lipsett's program, day 4. It's absolutely awesome. Sign up there. Like, we're not going to be able to tell the difference of anything. It's going to be absolutely wild.
We're going to be like the minority. We're going to be the idiots. Like, in a few years' time.
We're going to be like, you know, the way we look at ants and we're like, oh, stupid ant, step on the ant. The AI is going to look at us as like an anthill, and it's just going to, singularity is going to come into effect. It's going to get rid of us all.
Yeah. I feel like we've manifested all of this by every movie we ever make as well.
Yeah. We're like, we're visualizing it and making it happen.
Yeah. It's going to be a war.
I, for one, welcome our robot overlords.
yeah.
But so here, look, run me through a day in the life of Joss Mooney at the moment.
It's pretty boring, right? This week's been boring.
Hit us up.
Do you know what? I wake up around 7:30. I'll have a warm shower, attempt to have a cold shower for like 30 seconds.
Just so you can post about it on Instagram.
Oh no, I don't want to I generally want to see if the effects are like real. Like everyone's fucking going on about it. Then I'll get straight to the gym, fasted. I'd normally do cardio and weights, but obviously now I'm doing this gay high rock stuff. So we've got a competition. Then come back, first meal around lunchtime. I'm a big thing for like pushing my first meal back later on in the day. And then honestly, I'll be at my computer from then until about 9, 10 at night.
Yeah. And so what is the happiest part of your day that you do? What's there in your day that you really look forward to?
The morning I make I'm not even a massive morning person. I just make time for what I want to do in that morning. So it sets my mood for the day. And I've got to go into calls straight after that for the majority of the day as well. So if I'm going in like feeling in a miserable mood, it'll just ruin my tone for sales, you know, like that. So I set the morning for myself.
Yeah. And so what do you view success as for you? Because everyone has a different version of success. What's success for Joss Mooney? Is it the R8? Is it, blowing up the business? What is it?
Do you know what? As douchey as like the little materialistic things are, like I fucking love cars.
Yeah.
But like it's not even, that's more for me. I still go back and do you know what? I remember when I had my Renault Clio, bro. I lived on my farm, and I used to sit lower in it like this. I used to remember thinking I was like I was in a Lambo or something like that. So, and I just remember these little things like that. And so when I get that, that's the personal thing for me. Yeah. Like I fucking wanted that. I'm gonna get it. Do you know what I mean?
I've never ever heard that. That's the sitting low and imagine you're in a sports car. That's actually a gem right here. That's a sick one.
Yeah.
Do you do it like, are you big into visualization?
I try, but I only realize it when it happens. So I'm obviously doing things at certain points of my life. I feel like everything I've done pretty much kind of subconsciously got me to where I am today in regards to coaching, like my people skills, even with business. But like that was just an example. I literally remember I just passed my test. I was 17. I had a blue Clio and I sat low in it. We got a really straight road by my farm. I used to get low like this, just thinking, because I knew the steering wheel would be a bit higher. I was thinking I was in like a really fast sports car. Obviously, it was still in a Renault Clio. But like,
same thing.
For me to get like that was a big tick on my head, you know?
Yeah.
Some people don't, like, again, Hormozy, he drove a fucking Prius or something for so long. He's not about that.
Yeah.
But that was a marker for me at that point. But that doesn't show my success, I don't think. Like, for success for me, in my own head, is absolute freedom.
Yeah.
And financial freedom. You don't to be at that point as well. You don't have to have tens of millions or even millions. You could just be on 25. It depends on how expensive your lifestyle is, right?
Yeah.
But to be able to do what you want when you want, but also doing the things on a daily basis that I want to do,
Is that like something you value a lot?
Yeah, but I am also a prisoner of my own world, I guess. Like I can go where I want and live how I want, but I also sit in my living room every single day like a slave because I want to keep doing better as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, if I wanted to take it, I couldn't even have a day off really now because Jamie told me off because we've got a full team. But success, just to be able to do what you want when you want to do it.
Yeah. And I know, like we always say, like as entrepreneurs, we're working more hours. We can really still just walk out the door if we want. You know, like you can just stand up and leave your desk theoretically. Like we're not like stuck in a cubicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So freedom would be something that like you would hold in high regard.
100%. Yeah. I mean, it gets to a point as far as money's concerned where everyone, whether how much money you earn, whether you could be a billionaire or a millionaire, you will still eat at the same restaurants.
Yeah. Like where do you go above Nobu?
Yeah, above Nobu, do you know what I mean? So once you get to that point, it's not super hard to get to that point either. Yeah. You're in that top, like, what, 1% of people? Do you know what I mean? And you're surrounding yourself with those kind of people as well, which is great. But yeah, pure freedom, I guess.
Yeah, I saw Hormozy did this. Is actually, I love how people flex on watching Alex Hormozy now, but he's a legend. I love his stuff. So I actually like found when he was making these really low quality whiteboard videos, like maybe like 3 years ago or something. And he did a breakdown on how much it costs to live like the 1%. And I can't remember what he said in the exact video, but it was something like 140 grand a year.
Yeah.
I think that's the number. You know, we'll see if we can put it on the screen. But he broke down everything like, you're going on multiple holidays per year, maybe, you know, flying business the odd time, buying designer clothes, eating at the best restaurants. That's all you need, you know? Honestly, that's all you need. But it's like, you just need that amount. And then after that, like, let's say you're spending $1 million a year, you're still doing the same stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to the same destinations, you're going to the same restaurants.
What happens is, like, Gary Vee said it. Someone asked him, was like, how wealthy are you? He goes, I'm very wealthy. And I was like, sick guy.
Good answer.
He was like, no, the reason I'm saying that is the average wage in America for the majority of it is about 35 grand a year. Or 25 or something like that.
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
what I used to earn.
I am. He's
nice.
like, yeah,
way less.
Isn't it? Yeah, he's like, now I'm buying NFTs for like 90 grand. It's like I'm like all this kind of stuff. I don't know, more than 90 grand, aren't they? But yeah, but what happens is you start to surround yourself with more successful people, so you start to feel less successful, which is kind of a good driving force. It's always better to be like a small fish in a big pond, so you grow to the next level, you know?
Yeah. What did you work as before, like your very first job, like before, like Andy?
Dude, I got fired from every job I had. Like,
me too.
First one, it was ridiculous. It was pepper picking.
What? Like, where are you from? Like the fucking Lord of the Rings or something?
Bro, I grew up on a farm.
The
man.
Shire.
It was pepper picking. I mean, the first actual one that I had for a few months was Jack Wills.
Yeah. I worked in Hollister.
I never made it to Hollister. No, I got Jack Wills.
Yeah, you're the poor man's Hollister.
What's Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I didn't make it. I went for an interview. I was like, I'm going to be that surfer guy out front with like the chalk on his nose. I was like, I'm built for this shit. I went there with my fucking Shirley haircut, like a lesbian, and I rocked up head to toe in All Saints, and they just looked at me. They went, and whatever stubble I had at that point, basically just pubes coming out. Because I just wanted to show some stubble. I didn't shave, and they wanted clean shave. They just looked at me and went, no. So I didn't get a job. I was fuming. That was like my top of the list job I wanted to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I settled for Jack Wills, and then one day I just went for a lunch break and never came back.
No,
I was like, I'm fucking done with this.
Like you literally just that
I
was
literally
it.
probably had like 15 quid to my name, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this.
I remember when I started, that happened to me actually kind of in Hollister. I just like went on holidays and I was like, I'll be back after the weekend. And I just like never turned up again.
No.
I remember just now that you mentioned like 15 quid in the bank account, I'll never forget the number. I had like 250, 300 from working in Hollister part-time. And I bought a Canon G7X. You know, I got like my next payment. I think the Canon G7X is like 500, but
here we are.
I went overdraft. Like I was like, this Canon G7X, this vlogging camera, this is gonna make it. Like this is gonna be my life. I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I did. And it's like that G7X. I'm like, I look around me and I'm like I have the crazy mind. It's like I imagine that small camera like blowing up into these walls and morphing like a creative monster, and it's just crazy.
But the thing is, you put your commit to the cause because you had no other fucking option.
Yeah,
and that's my point with a lot of people. Commit to the fucking cause, or you can just go into like the rat race like everyone else. You know what I mean? Like break away from it and find out what you love to do. And look at you now.
Yeah,
fucking
seriously.
killing it.
Fucking here we are. Let's just cheers our waters.
We're gonna cheers our waters.
Let's do that. But so
You gotta tap it down.
Yeah. It is Sunday, by the way.
You're getting laid later.
Yeah, it does it. I'm like, come on, let's go. But it is Sunday, and we're drinking our waters, which is very impressive indeed. But yeah, the mindset that I have and that I think has just served me the best possible is the burn the boats mindset. I think once like that's like my favorite quote. Like I have on my ankle tattooed, you know, I'll either find a way or make one. I might on the other ankle might get burn the boats. burn the find a way or make one.
Just imagine like seeing that if I was off a head or something. I'm like, burn the boats.
Yeah, burn the boats. Yeah, they're like, nice. That's fucking full of DMT. It's burn the boats. But I think that's the mindset you got to have. Like, you know, I tell people like, oh, you know, quit the job, you know, chase your dreams and all. But it's like, I actually mean it. It's like, you know, you got to go all in. And once there's no point in turning back, I think that's the people that go full savage mode.
Yeah, like we are only here on this planet for like 75, 85 years.
You
max,
at most
big push.
Yeah.
I'm talking maybe
you'll be gone by 60.
Yeah, maybe 65. That's like it means you're only getting 65 summers, 65 winters. I mean, when you break it down like that, there's that calendar. Do you remember? I think it was with just the dots.
I had it
it's
in my
fucking
London.
Scary.
Yeah,
because your life just goes shrink, and people get so caught up in just routine to get the paycheck on the weekend to go out. It's so sad.
Man, remember that London flat that I had, and I had that thing on the wall. Like we've been out of it, just looking at that like calendar, be like, we haven't got much left.
Just wasted 3 days.
just wipe out a whole month. I'm like, Linda, get the paintbrush. I just took a year off.
Oh,
so for anyone listening, basically I had this calendar, and when you're ordering it, you like tell them your date of birth and your age. And so there's like the average age, it's like every day is like a tiny dot on the calendar. So you can see how many days you've lived so far. So I was like 28 at the time or something. And I was like, oh shit, I'm like more than 30% true. So you can either look at that in like a depressing way or a motivating way. I'm definitely someone that like, when I see stuff like that, or when I see people being uber successful people, I don't get jealous. I get motivated. And like there's the two types of people you can be. You know, you can be jealous or you can be motivated when you see other people doing well. And you don't want to be the jealous type. You know, it's not going to serve you. They're the people that they think money is evil, and they think, oh, you know, everyone, you have to fuck someone over to get money, and they have this wrong view on things, and it's just not the way to go. But that London flat, man, tell the story of the guy, the 8 a.m.
So Rob's up at 8 a.m. For whatever reason, he's still up. Because it wasn't an early morning.
Yeah.
It was a late night still. And,
we were all there. You were there.
Music's blaring. Lots of people in the courtyard for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah. There's a lovely, nice big house. Everyone crammed into a tiny courtyard.
Keep the noise down. And Mr. Lipsett looks up. He goes, time to rise and grind, baby. Very mind he's not been to bed yet.
I've never seen someone like, he did not know what to say. I was like, I'm up early, it's time to rise and grind, motherfucker.
Off, like,
flexing. And like he's like 3 stories up. He's like shaking down at me, and I'm like, ah. That London flat was amazing. I miss it. Yeah, I did.
Nice
I did.
spot that. It was Kensington, wasn't it?
Kensington, yeah. I did the 12 months there. And then that was the last place I lived actually before moving here. And then I was like, can I renew my lease? And they're like, nope. And I was like, well, I wasn't gonna anyways. And then we came here in Marbella.
What was your initial thought process to get hit? Like, why? Yeah.
To Marbella?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was honestly gyms, which sounds like really meathead of me to say. Like it sounds, no, I'm literally live for bicep curls. But I was like, the lease ended. London was going into those, remember those fucking circuit breaker lockdowns? Oh, like the day before they were like, all right, lockdown for a month. Absolutely wild to think back on. I can't believe that actually existed. But so London in January, just like when you're meant to be smashing the gym, like it was like the peak time for trainers and everything, went into one of those snap lockdowns. Ireland was even worse than London. It was actually like one of the worst lockdowns in Europe. And so then I was like, where else do I know in Europe? Because, I used to work here when I was like down Sky Park.
We all did.
Yeah, down back in the day. Where do I know in Europe? Like know my way around. Whereas like pretty much English speaking, whereas like amazing weather, where has the best gyms, like the best collection of gyms. And, whereas direct flights to Ireland, if I ever want to go home, daily direct flights for like 20 quid. Whereas like positioned well in Europe, and just Marbella ticks all these boxes. Even like a good entrepreneurial community, fast cars, great nightclubs, great food, that goes without saying. And I actually think there's nowhere else in Europe like Marbella at the moment. Like I think the only places in the world similar are Miami and Dubai. They're the only place I can think of.
For the pricing, as well. Because if you go to like your south of France's, you talk
France.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But like you talk it like if you go like places that seem like Monaco, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, it's just that's just like old money. You know what I mean? It's not even. I've been to Monaco. It's like the most boring. Oh man, it's boring as hell. It's like it's tiny as well.
You'd wreck it.
Yeah, I'd wreck it. I would be like the Monacan police would be on my case. They'd have me deported. They'd like just kick me over the border. I'm like,
time to rise and grind.
Is that all you got? But I think Marbella is like the only place in the world or in Europe that ticks all those boxes. So that's why I end up coming here. Would you ever move back to the UK? Or well, I guess you spend a lot of time kind of living in the UK.
The UK is just...
Where do you think you're going to settle down?
I want to get this place in Dubai. I think going forward, business, how safe it is, it ticks a lot of boxes. The only thing is the heat in summer, and it's just so far away. Yeah,
it's like a long haul flight.
So an ideal situation, I think, having a place here and then there, and go back and forth. But England, it's a place. As soon as I go back for more than 5 days, I'm just like, The only thing it wants to make me go back is sentimental value of seeing family.
Of course,
but that's it.
Yeah,
Every
time I go back to Ireland, I'm like, I love it, but in small doses. And when I'm there for too long, I actually stop appreciating it. You know what I mean? Like kind of like if you're in the UK for too long, you're kind of like, oh God, get me out of here. But if you just go back in small doses, you're a bit more fond of it.
And what I noticed recently, just being in Dubai, when you're having conversations when you're out, people are really intrigued in what you're doing.
Yeah.
But they generally are interested because they want to talk about business and growth and scaling. You try and have a conversation like that at home, you probably won't even want to speak about it because you might feel like you're bragging because people are going to want to speak negative of you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the whole mindset at home is just it's not as good.
Yeah, so it's called actual small town syndrome or tall poppy syndrome, I think is what people in the UK...
It's miserable fucks.
Yeah, or straight up crabs in a bucket. And so basically when one crab, you, tries to crawl out of the bucket, the other crabs will try to pull it down and stop it from getting out of the bucket. Or the tall poppy syndrome, when, a poppy flower goes tall, people want to cut it down. So when you do something different and out of the norm, people don't like that. And people say, hey, get back in line, don't do that.
And I think what is actually not nice about that metaphor, I guess, is when people trying to start their own business, they're too scared to start because they're worried about what other people will think. But only 2 years later down the line, then everyone's like, oh, well done, all this kind of shit. And it pisses me off because people don't start.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do with anything. You get going and you will get traction within a year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you get any like stick or when you started out, be it on, putting yourself out there more online?
Yeah, you've always got people, like, especially from where I've come from with TV, people weren't taking me seriously, but fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you said there about 2 years later they clap, man. I'll go one further than that. Okay, this has happened to me multiple times. I won't hold a grudge. I don't have time, but I'll never forget. Right, there was just one. There was one or two. I know. Yeah, maybe I'll hold this grudge. They were like making fun of me for doing YouTube and fitness when I first started, and they're like, "Oh, you'll be back in the office in no time, eh? You making all these YouTube videos, with your biceps out." And I was like, "Just fucking watch me." And now I remember 2 years later, they're not just clapping; they're asking for fucking favors. I'm like, the actual audacity. I'm like, "Oh, my cousin opened a cafe. Will you shout it out?" Your cousin can shove his cafe up his arse. You know what I mean? And that's why when people are on the come up, never make fun of them. Always support. You never know when you're going to need a favor.
Never going to know.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's very true.
And another one that I hate to see as well, right? When your friend, I always support, when people's friend group, let's say someone in the group starts a business and the rest kind of turn their back on it. And it's like they'll buy a celebrity's merch drop, or they'll buy Kylie Jenner's makeup lip plumper, whatever it is.
That's very common.
But you won't buy your mate's product. I hate to see that. Or you won't shout out your mate's brand even or something.
I tried to do that the other day. I asked Ross, I was like, I'm going to buy some stuff. He's like, no, I'm going to send it. No, I'm going to buy it. I was like, he's going to fulfill my order anyway. I was like, fucking hell. Because I do buy stuff from other brands, but I love his clothes. I was trying to buy it, but he just wouldn't let it happen.
Couture Club, right?
Yeah. So I'm just not going to tell him next time.
Definitely.
But yeah, I know exactly where you're at with that.
Yeah.
Because so many times you'll post something of someone famous who does not know you exist.
I know. I think it's simp behavior. I'm like, you're being a simp, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you gotta put your friends first. But so the goal is a Dubai base and then also maybe a place here. That's my goal. I actually love Dubai.
Just looking at having a conversation about the property there, bro. Obviously, there's like 1.6 million moved there in like the last year. It's thriving, and you get an off-plan place, it'll go up between 50 and 25% before it's built. You could even buy them off-plan, sell them just before it's complete, and you don't have to put the other 50% down. It's already gone up in value. Do you know what I mean? That's what all like the Russians are doing. They're buying like blocks, and then just before completion, the
casual block.
Yeah, bro, fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I actually ever since buying this place, I got like mad into just property pages on Instagram, property blogs, and just kind of keep up with news. Fastest growing property location in the whole world in last year was Dubai. More so than Manhattan, apparently. Like more so than California. Dubai, number one in the world. So if you bought in like Dubai in 2020, it would be up like 50%, like you said. If not more, I think it was like something like 300%.
It's going to keep growing as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like the shit, they just build what they want. When I was in that aura with the 360 pool the other day, I was looking down and I was like, you'd have thought they want to build like inland first, just build it backwards. Like, no, I'm going to build a fucking tree.
Yeah.
I'm going to put villas all over it.
It's
like,
wild.
He was just like, no, we're going to build a tree.
They're literally living in the future. Do you know what I mean? And even like with how safe it is, like there's no drugs there. Rarely see any trouble. The only time I actually saw trouble there is, do you remember when it was lockdown in the UK? And then everyone went to Dubai for like a month. Yeah. And then there was like
the Brits.
The Brits are at it again. Goddamn Brits.
Ruin it everywhere we go.
That was the only time I've ever seen like there's like loads of WhatsApp videos and all in Dubai, a load of trouble. But apart from that, it seems like the most well-run place ever.
What's amazing is that you don't actually see that many the authorities about. It's just unsaid law that you don't fuck around.
Yeah.
And I literally came back to Marbella in 2 days. I was in Tom Ford buying some boxes, and I put my phone on the side like that. I went like this, and I look back and it's gone.
Fuck off.
There's only 2 people in the store. And like, there's this guy, and he had a little fucking Gucci bum bag on. I could see he had 2 phones, and I just looked at his pockets, and I saw the corner of my phone. I went, bro, my phone's in your pocket.
What?
Yeah, crazy. And I was like, I was just mesmerized because I was just like, I've just got back from Dubai. I leave my shit everywhere, and it's you get into a bad habit with it.
Yeah.
I go for dinner, leave my phone out, leave my bag out, and just 2 seconds in a store here.
What?
Yeah,
That I've to be fair, I've never had any trouble in Marbella. Obviously, I know there is some crime here, but in London, that's the worst I've seen. It's just walking down the street.
I know. I came back for a holiday one time to see Ross.
Yeah.
He's
In Marbella?
Yeah. And I think we were 24, 25 or something.
Yeah.
I came for the weekend and I was seeing this girl at the time. Anyway, he's in his, he's he lives there with his mate called Luke, and they went to work all night. We had ocean spray the next day, so we stayed in on the sofa, right?
Yeah.
And we're in. And with the doors here, you have to lock them, and they're locked, then you double lock them from the inside, right?
Yeah.
You can't open them. But because I'm already in, I didn't double lock it. I'm in the fucking apartment, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we fall asleep on the sofa like this. My phone, she's next to me, super light sleeper. My phone is on like the armrest here, next to my head.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wake up when Ross comes in from work, like 4 a.m. I'm like all dozy and everything. My phone's gone. He goes into the bathroom where the door's open. His wash bag's gone. His iPad's gone that was on the side. I'm like, what the fuck has just happened? I didn't have no answers for anything. So it turns out what they'd done, someone had put sleeping gas into the AC, right? And they get children to come through the bars of the window, you know, when you've got the bars on the windows. Someone's come in. They've gone over me, taken my phone, gone into every door that was open, taken anything they could, and just fucked off out.
No. You would feel violated.
And she's a light sleeper, so I was just like,
How?
It was mental.
Like, how knocked out are you? Is it like
I was snoozing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, maybe the gas didn't even affect you. You're like, I was just asleep.
I was like, oh, that was good.
Yeah, I am feeling fresh. That actually happened. Linda's friend was in Ibiza in this massive villa. There was like loads of guys, loads of girls, groups of people, and like Lambos parked outside. This is like a mega villa. Same thing happened. So they climb onto the roof. They put the happy gas into the vent. So I've actually got my vent covered up, like, so you can. It's not as easy to do that, even though there's nothing here to take. Yeah, that's rule number 1: is don't have anything.
The old
here.
you'd be like, bring it on.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'd be like, can I get one more hit of that?
You funneled it into a tube.
Yeah, I'm like, just put it into my veins. But the whole villa, like massive villa, so they obviously had so much these canisters, and they hooked them up to the whole ventilation system, and every single person knocked out phones, iPads, the whole thing. That's in Ibiza, so it must be a bit of a Spanish thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fucked up though. Yeah.
But so you mentioned a girl there, and when I met you, you were in a relationship, and we were at a pool party, and so since then you've had Bali.
Yeah,
And we won't name any names on this podcast, but since then, there's been a few relationships. So how's the love life at the moment?
You're gonna kill me. It's good. Work's taking a priority, but it's good. It's good. Kind of bumped into an old flame in Dubai.
Yeah,
she kind of captured me. There was no bumping in. There's no coincidence about it. She knew I was there, and that happened. I went down to one of the new places. It was so awkward, bro. I was in Surf Beach, and I walked in, and I've got her there. I've got someone else who was going out with my old ex there. I bumped into another lad who was with my other ex there, and I was just like, I could not be more connected. This is like Ex on the Beach all over again.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this, man. I'm just smiling, just trying to be nice to everyone. I'm not bothered about other guys or anything. I was just like, and I went over to the other guys and said hello, had a brief conversation, but I'm like, they all fucking hate me.
Oh my God, it's literally a full circle Ex on the Beach.
It's just, but no, answer your question, I'm seeing an old flame.
Okay, nice. And so when you get into a relationship, is there any red flags that you look out for?
I am a walking red flag, so I'm like, just match me.
Yeah. Just wear red.
No more, no less.
Yeah.
red flags for relationships. You know what? Like, you've just got to now. Like, I'm 34. I want someone who just has the same kind of goals in mind and wants to support you. You know.
Yeah.
I have so much time I want to spend on work. So the time that I have off, it needs to be genuine downtime if you want to be with that person, you know?
Yeah.
Not fucking arguing and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have, how would you balance work-life relationships?
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because when the other person doesn't doesn't work, yeah. Then it's tough. But like, I love what I do, and I've got to check out at certain times. But you have got to designate certain times. Yeah. You've got to grow your relationship as well. Yeah. You should have a healthy balance between the two. But you know, as a guy, you can get way caught up within your career. Yeah. And then that can affect your relationship. So it does have to have balance, but I guess that's going to be different to couple, right? Yeah. But weekends, I guess, just spend some time together.
Yeah. And then you also got to spend time with the boys as well. Like, you know, it's very important to have, you know, a group of friends, guy friends that you can turn to and be like, yo, we're going to Ibiza, and, you know, Linda, you're staying here. Linda's going with me.
It's funny you say that, because I had a girlfriend in Norway. I'm probably sure you know which one. Yeah. And she went to me one day. She's like, Joss, every time you come to visit, you always invite all your friends. Because so a lot of my old friends from York, that area, they don't know why, all of them moved to Norway. There was like 5 of them. So whenever I went to Oslo, I'd be like, boys, I'm here.
Nice, Oslo, random one to meet up the boys. It was strange.
Yeah, they all went and found Norwegian girls. So I did the same, obviously. Yeah. And then as soon as I landed, I called them. She was like, "Just why are they always turning up? Why we haven't had like one date night, just us?" I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I think it's so important to, you know, just a bit of time management, like, you know, put time into your business, probably the most time into that realistically, into your relationship, and then also guy time as well. But ideally you want a girl that not only likes what you do, but supports it. Like, Linda's making sure this whole podcast is running right now, you know, like, Linda's a G. Shout out, Linda. Yeah. But she's like, she loves what I do, you know, and so that makes it a lot easier.
You guys have been together for a long time, though. Like, you've worked it out. You've cracked the code. Yeah. I'm still cracking everything to try and find the code. I don't know what the code is.
You've lost your password.
I've lost it so many times.
You've entered the wrong password.
Yeah, Face ID doesn't work. I'm fucked. And that's the thing for someone who's single, especially when you get to like our age. I cannot be asked if I were to go meet someone new, because I've obviously seen someone now, but like I was single recently. To have small talk, I cannot be fucked. No, I've got too much to do on my plate.
Like I remember when I was single, and I was thinking today, I was like, what takes up more of your time for productivity, being single or in a relationship? It's definitely single. Like the amount of times, like let's say you're on DMs, having these bullshit conversations, replying to stories. That shit takes up half hours. Like at a time, you get into these stupid conversations, reply, flames, woo. You know, I'm just like,
it's so dumb.
You know, so ideally, especially if you're in the kind of entrepreneurial world, you know, you want just that ride or die girl to support you. But do you want kids?
Oh, I'd love kids.
Yeah.
I'm good with kids. Like my whole family have got them. So I'm like my uncle. So there's 3 of them now. But yeah, I love kids, bro. When you're making that decision, you got that's the person who's going to raise your children. You know.
Going back to our dad, Alex Hormozy, he said that's the most important decision ever.
With that and business, your business partners, you're getting into bed with both those people. They're going to raise your baby, your business, and your actual baby. You know
your baby and your baby.
Your babies. You've got to be compatible. Yeah, they've got to bring strengthen your weaknesses, and vice versa.
So tell me, I have a bad story with business partners that I will be releasing in about a week or two when Fuel Cakes finally gets all up and running again. But so tell me, how do you choose, or what do you look for in a business partner?
Do you know what? Like what I've learned, I've had 2 clothing brands that one I've recently just given to my old business partner because I haven't got time.
I noticed that,
And another one I had with Rogan, Bearwear. And we started that because we're similar.
Yeah.
And you've got to realize when it comes down to the business kind of stuff, you don't want someone who's similar because that means you want to do the same stuff, which means there's going to be an area that's going to be weak in the business. So luckily, Jamie really balances out my weaknesses and vice versa. But I didn't mean to find him, but it's just, I think you just come across these people, you know?
Yeah.
And then trial and error. You've got, like, you will have people who don't, like, it's not going to work, but you actually just have to find out the hard way. Yeah. It's the same with, like, it's the same in a relationship with a girl. The honeymoon phase is fucking great. The building of the business is amazing. It's all very exciting, all this kind of fucking fluffy shit. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty stuff, 6 to a year in, then shit gets real. But you only know that and when you've done it. So it's really hard to find that person in a relationship or in business. I think.
That's what you said there about the business relationship. That's so perfect, having someone that balances you out. And the first pair that come to my mind is actually Ben Francis and Lewis Morgan. Yeah. They obviously built the best brand in the UK, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And Ben is definitely more quiet and reserved, and Lewis is, way more out there. And, obviously they've parted ways now, but just building that up, that's like what just first came to my mind there. And then in terms of the relationship part that you said, but what is it called? Pigs and troughs? Is that
Pigs and troughs?
Pigs and troughs. I'm not calling you a pig, it's a quote, but like the highs and lows. That start, the first 6 to 8 months is like this, and then it goes like this, and then that's where you gotta, once you keep pushing a relationship, then it gets better, and then it's like exponentially better. And so that's like, we've been together like 4 years. That's there's like, when that honeymoon period ends, you're kind of figuring each other out, and you're like, oh, do we stick to it? Obviously we stuck to it, and then things just get better as they go.
How you two have come. I remember in Bali, you two were fucking wild.
Yeah, oh no, that was when we first met, more or less.
I remember you were in a conversation all in that place.
Yeah,
I remember
Mississippi.
you miming to Linda going, shut your mouth. And I could see you. I'm like, I can see you, Rob.
It's like,
you're like, go home. I think you took her home that night and then you came back to meet us for more drinks.
I know. Yeah, so we would drink loads when we...
I could sing.
So we would drink like loads when we first, met each other. Because, you're always going out for a you do that, right? And now, so Linda's more or less prepping with me. Like, so we haven't drank in months now at this stage. And even before that, we kind of just drank once a month. And we go and we just love cooking together now. So our relationship has changed so much. Get along so much better now. I'm quite anti-alcohol, as a whole. Obviously, we love it at the same time. But if I had to choose when I'm happier, when I'm going long periods without it, or when I'm drinking regularly, definitely I'd see every single thing in my life improve. But yeah, that was the initial honeymoon phase, I guess, if you want to call it that.
That was wild, bro.
You need to go home.
Yeah.
No, but Linda's like a lightweight. She's 100 pounds less than me. And so if you both go out to drink at the same time, you're having the same serving size, it's not fair.
Oh, it's embarrassing if I go on a first date with someone. Yeah. Because I drink heavy.
Yeah, I bet you're the guy that you're like, can I get 2 shots of tequila, please?
Yes. Fast as well. It's you. I'm not joking. 4, probably even 5 sometimes to her 1. And she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm good. I'm fucking great. Shut your mouth and eat food. But I drink quick. But yeah, it escalates really quick after that.
Oh man! And so, what is the game plan for the coming? Yeah, man, it's the game plan, baby. You got to tie it all in. What is the game plan for the coming year and the coming years? So, give us your short-term goals and long-term goals.
Short-term goals.
The rest of the year.
I need to eat today. Do you know what it is? I really want to get a property in Dubai and base myself out there. And really make that a home. I think one of my downfalls is I move around quite a lot, and I don't actually make anywhere home. And so I really want to get a place in Dubai and make it more homely, and really expand the company out there, even maybe possibly get offices. Joseph Rakic is out there as well.
Yeah,
so
he moved there.
maybe team up with him. And then just make solid investments with the income we're bringing in now, That's really the main focus right now. Maybe stop drinking so much a little bit as well.
And get a few mini Josses run round.
As far as that's concerned, I'm pretty sure there is. In that side of my life, I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah.
I'm not rushing into anything right now. Do you know what? I'd rather be really, really successful and by myself.
Yes,
than go down a sticky relationship and then not have a business to fall back on.
Yeah.
So my business is my baby, and that's what I'm going to be driving.
You're on that grind now for the coming years. Joss, episode 4, you smashed it. Did you enjoy this Sunday therapy session?
This was great.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, man? I really enjoy doing them. I'm every weekend I just have a chat with someone.
They're so therapeutic.
Oh man, they're so much easier to do than YouTube videos. YouTube videos, I'm a one-man show. I'm like, wait, I've got to do this today. With these, I'm like, I'm old now. I'm in my 30s. I'm like, can you just talk to me for an hour? It's
nice,
chill.
isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is lovely. But yeah,
thank you for having me, bro.
Appreciate you coming on. We're going to do a High Rocks session this week. Just give me what's an easy one to start off with?
Oh, they've got little half an hour sessions. You just come. It's great for streaming fans.
All right, what day would you want to do it? I can do. Let's do Tuesday. You doing it on Tuesday?
Yeah.
All right, Tuesday. All right. So next on YouTube, you're going to see us do a High Rock session. Peace out, everyone. Keep it real. Check out all of Joss's stuff. Elevate, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. All linked in the show notes. See you in the next one.
Cheers,
Keep it
guys.
real. Peace.